Hey guys. Hey beautiful souls. How are you doing? So I'm going to do a Mercury Retrograde live. As soon as a few people jump on, I'll go ahead and get started. I am running a special right now for 4th of July, $4 one question, now until midnight on the 4th. Things available on my website if you'd like to check it out. I will leave my link below. Also, you can check on my channel to see that that special and where you can find it. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone has great plans for the 4th. If you're just joining me, welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Just drop in the comment section, tell everybody hello, tell me your sign and where you're coming from. I'm going to do a few more shuffles and we'll get started. I will also be starting on the Twin Flame reading later on this evening, and then following up with the Zodiac readings for July. Woo. Hey, hey! We're about to get started. My last two shuffles. We're going to do a Mercury retrograde reading. What's coming towards you? This is a very significant retrograde. We have a lot of people coming back, a lot of second chances, a lot of healing and karmic cycles. There's also an eclipse, which makes this one even more powerful. All right, let's get started. Here we go. Let's do Taurus at 3 minutes exactly. Somebody please timestamp me. I'm terrible at it. What is coming for this retrograde for Taurus? Is anybody coming back? Is there a life lesson? Is there endings of karmic cycles? Okay. So we have the Devil, Diablo. We have Four of Wands. It could be dealing with a twin flame. We have Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. 2 Major Arcana so far. One less card for sign of Taurus. Okay. Thank you, thank you. And we have Knight of Pentacles. So your energy is already showing up, Taurus. You are a pentacle. You are an earth sign. You are a stable, hardworking sign. Taurus is the bull, the stubborn person. My best friend is a Taurus though. And I've noticed all of my really good friends who keep me laughing, rolling on a regular basis. I've even dated a Taurus, and I mean, they make me laugh like no tomorrow. We butt heads like no other, but they make me laugh. Like I really think I jive well with Tauruses, just in small doses. Retrograde. Okay, 2 cards. We have the World, completion, ending things, ending cycles, healing, and 3 of Pentacles. talks of working together, following passions, following in line. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me looky. So for some of you, this retrograde, you're reminiscing or looking back on a toxic living situation. A toxic living situation that, ironically, you got very used to. You got so used to it that this was your normal. Hey, Laura. This toxic situation, this toxic living situation started out a bit uncomfortable, but then you got so used to like the drama and you got so used to the toxicity that it became second nature. And it's like you're trying to get rid of it at this point, and you are, if you have not already, distance yourself from this. It's almost like you miss the drama, you miss the toxicity, you miss the, some people, not some people, everyone has this tendency. You may not like it, but everyone has this tendency because we are animals, we are mammals, and we as humans fall in line with routine. We find comfort in routine. So routines don't necessarily mean that they're healthy routines, right? You can pick up on any routine and make it a part of your everyday world, your everyday living situation. So if you condition yourself long enough, it can become your comfort zone. It can become your happy place. So I feel like this most uncomfortable way of living with this toxic situation or toxic person in your family life or toxic living or relationship became the normal for you. It became an addiction. It became, the chaos was your comfort. Sad but true. A toxic living situation that you became bound to, Taurus. I feel like you've been budding, you've been like a flower budding in spring towards this transformation of getting out of it, because even though your human self, your 3D self was okay with conditioning and living and adapting to this situation, this toxicity, your soul knew it was not okay. Your soul knew it was wrong. So I feel like you threw a seed out into the universe. You threw a thought out there of, please, I don't know how to get me out of this, but please get me out of this. And it started manifesting. You did it kind of not wholeheartedly, like a small just seed that you threw out there in hopes that it would bloom and you didn't have to put any effort or hard work into it. And it worked, because we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Pentacles. Your world is slowly changing forever, Taurus. You're finally getting rid of your toxic tendencies that were mirrored and manifested into reality in this home life. For you, I feel like people are constantly leaving you, Taurus. Something starts off so good, so passionate, so fiery, and it feels so stable and grounded, and like you can have that family life, that family unit that you really want, somebody that's just like you. And then when the newness wears off, they become this devil, or you feel like they're the devil. But in a way, I feel like they are mirroring the deepest parts of you that need to be healed. The deepest part of you that needs to be independent and not need this family unit to Not support you, but feel like you're supported. Feel like you have a family. You keep searching for this when deep inside you're not toxic, Taurus. Your tendencies are toxic. You have toxic addictions, which are bringing in toxic people that have similar addictions to you. So, you're now realizing in order to gain this family life, this happy thing that I've been envisioning in my head, I'm probably going to have to clean up my act a little bit if I want the woman or man I'm dreaming about. And I hate to say this, but the phrase that's coming into my mind is you can't make a hoe into a housewife. That seems really petty and immature, but it's just coming to my mind. It seems like you have had your addiction so long that you've conditioned yourself to be very functional on a daily basis with them. And the people that you surround yourself and bring into your corner and bring into your life, your children's life, and your world don't have the same capability as you. They haven't advanced their toxicity to that level. And you don't even claim this toxicity as really toxic because it's just kind of like, for example, if you are a partier, if you like to drink and smoke and do all these things, you do it, but you function well with it because you've been doing it for so long that you don't let it take over your life. You can still go to work. You can still function. You can still come home, get things that need to be done, cook, clean, take care of the kids. You know, you can still maintain your life and look good doing it. The people that you're bringing in, they're not accustomed to that. They are not like you, even though you'd like them to be that one perfect badass person that can get just as drunk as you and still, maintain life. But instead, you're getting these people that are either like, no, hit the door, or their toxicity is unattainable. Like they can't function. They get too drunk to where they fall down and make an ass of themselves, or, things like that. That's the best example I can come up with. And now you're realizing you're asking for too much. And that maybe it's time to lay down some of these toxic tendencies if you really want someone to come and to stay. Maybe that's your lesson in this retrograde, is revisiting all the relationships that you had and all the external factors and all the addictions that you had that never helped the situation out. They may have not been deal breakers, but how many events and fights and things like that did you have that led up into the breakup or the downfall or them leaving? I also am envisioning or getting the sense of a hothead. However, in this retrograde, things are finally starting to move. You're starting to realize this is a slow but sure change because you are a pentacle, you are an earth, you crave stability, and not only do you crave it, you make it happen. And with this major arcana with the Wheel of Fortune, it is coming to an end. This toxic world that you keep getting yourself into, you can get yourself out super fast, and you always do, Taurus, but this time you're changing it for good. You're realizing some things that you need to lay down for good. So you're putting an end to it with the world. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing the common denominator. And you're putting an ending to this. With this, you're putting away any relationships at this moment and really focusing on your work. I feel like you may be an entrepreneur. You're ready to go out on your own and do business. So you are just working hard, and you're working hard with others. You're out there marketing. You're working very hard on your creative talents, your creative ideas. And you're going to be very much compensated for this, for following your passion and working on it and letting this karmic cycle ride and learning your lessons. That you don't need these addictions to go through life. You've just conditioned yourself to think you need it, okay? And you're actually going to excel at this. Hey! You're actually going to excel with this and make a lot of money. And I see within the next 4 to 6 months, Taurus, that you are actually going to leave your 9-to-5 job and fully invest in this project you've been working on. It's going to be like a gold mine. And you're going to meet a lot of new people on this endeavor, make a lot of new friends. And even when people come and try to talk to you and try to date you, you're not even going to be interested because you're going to be so focused on excelling your career and too busy eating hair. That's awesome. So let's get one final card for that. For Taurus, Ace of Swords, a breakthrough, raw victory of what you've been putting in. All this hard work you've been doing for this project, all the thoughts, and I just keep seeing you're getting so creative. You're like, every night when you go to bed and you have your little thing that, your addiction that you do at night that kind of releases anxieties and nobody's around, you're like, come up with all these new creative ideas. And this is where this comes in. A brand new life for you that you're creating with all these ideas just flowing in. They're flowing in such a fast rate. You're like, I don't even have a lot of time for all of this. But you're making contacts in July through this retrograde. You're making new contacts. You're making new deals, signing contracts with people to be with your business and your business only. And I feel like this was like so hardcore divinely meant to be. This was in the cards for you from a year and a half ago is when this started really starting to manifest itself in reality. There's some fears. Yeah, there's some fears, but you're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. And you're finally seeing the victory. You're finally seeing the fruits of your labor. And I see a lot of new contacts and clients that you're coming into contact with through this retrograde. So let's get some words of wisdom for Taurus, please. Thank you. Okay, explore your options. Yes. Explore new options. Talk to people. Go out and market. Go out and have dinner with people. Say, hey, I would love to get together with you for dinner and talk about this some more. Let's just go have a beer. Let's go relax and go over some things. Doesn't have to, just that casual. And I feel like you're really good at this, Taurus. You're really good at letting business go at the end of the day. You're really good at making those genuine connections, which helps your business grow even more. So you need to explore all those options. And I feel like you're just going to take off in this. This retrograde is all about your business, Taurus. Let yourself receive. I feel like you've been so hurt with the people that have been coming and leaving in your life like you're nothing. That has been putting a damper on your self-respect, on your ego. You've been feeling really down, like you're not worthy. And so you haven't been open to letting yourself to receiving anything. You've been very guarded, very pissed off, very bitter. And now through this retrograde, you're allowing yourself, you're just allowing things in. You're opening up. You're being more vulnerable. This says allow others to give you love and care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Okay? Let yourself receive. Don't block anything. Okay, let me. One final message for Taurus, please. Haha, this is perfect for you. Determination and change. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is perfect for your reading and really coincides with it. Change. Know when you need to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. The world that you've been living in, again, with these toxic situations and the people that you've been bringing in your life, the addictions that you've had since you were a child, childhood addictions, it no longer fits you and what you're growing into. And I feel like all these people leaving have been, it's the universe screaming out to you that no longer fits you. It's time to grow and go. So embrace the change and go. Determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. Yeah, you're going through a lot right now, but this is where your character comes in. This is where people really see you for who you are. This is what makes you or breaks you. This is how character is built. Rising above when you're kicked down to the dirt. You can either rise or recede and let the bottom fall out. What will you choose? As a Taurus, I don't see you falling. And if you do, not for very long. Okay? Hope that message helped. Moving on. 5 shuffles. If you're new, say hi. Welcome. Tell me what sign you are, where you're coming from, what's going on. One more shuffle. Hey, Mario. Hey, I haven't talked to you in forever, dude. How are you? How's it going, love? Missed ya, missed ya. It's so hot in my house. I just turned on the AC. So now we're going to do Virgo. Somebody please timestamp me. I've been calling them out. So I hope people are writing them down. Virgo, I'm getting messages. There is going to be a change that is blessed by the gods, a change that is blessed by your angels and your guides. Some sort of huge wave of change is occurring in this retrograde. Be open to the change. Don't block it. Okay? Here we go, Virgo. I don't know much about Virgo. Sorry, that's the one sign I'm not very educated on. So if you can leave something in the comment below of a main characteristic of a Virgo, I would be much obliged. Here we go, Virgo. 25 minutes on the dot. What is coming up for Virgos in the retrograde? What is it bringing to you? Is someone coming back? Is there a karmic cycle ending? What is going on? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. What the hell? The Lovers reversed. I'm not liking this. The Eight of Cups. The Magician reversed. The first reversed reading I've got. And this whole live chapter thing I'm doing. So, Virgos. You could be trying to decide on a road right now. Where should I go? Should I go up, down, left, or right? Hell if I know. But you're trying to decide right now which path you should take. Should I let it go? Should I stay? What do you feel? What screams at your intuition? Nine of Cups. That's interesting. That's interesting for a full reverse reading. So you've been wishing for something, Virgo. You've been wishing for fulfillment in emotions in all aspects of life. I feel like the life has been drained from you for just a little bit. This retrograde is all about you contemplating to walk away from something that doesn't serve you emotionally anymore. And you're feeling hurt. You don't want to go. You know the connection's still there. You just feel out of control of the situation and it doesn't sit well with you. This was definitely a soulmate. This is definitely somebody that you felt like once had the deepest connection and you feel very hurt that they kind of flipped script on you and bolted because they used to come directly towards you, I feel like. And I'm just getting like it was all of a sudden. It was all of a sudden. And you almost feel like they are being manipulative with your emotions, but I don't feel like that's their intention. Even though they're doing it, I don't feel like that's their intention. So I am getting for a main theme for Virgo is somebody is having to decide. I almost feel like both parties are trying to decide whether to leave or to stay or start something new. There is a juggling in a situation going on, and you feel completely out of control in this situation, like you have no control over it. Maybe this person's not listening to you. Maybe things that have worked in the past that they could say to you to win you back or vice versa isn't working anymore. And there's just a decision that has to be made. And I hate when readers say that, but this Lovers in reverse is all about that. And I'll go ahead and pull another card for clarification because it drives me crazy when readers do that. But this card reverse is all about making a decision, having more than one option. And not more than one option as in seeing someone else, having more than one option of you don't feel good with one option that you're being presented. So you're thinking about taking a different road because there's not enough balance to keep you from not going freaking nuts. That's what that means. It's not always another party. You're not feeling fulfilled. This person is no longer coming towards you with love and compassion like they used to. And you're like, well, what the hell? Like, I don't want to move on. They're still with me. They're still talking to me, but there's no emotion. There's no passion. There's like, you know, it's like you, for example, this might not be the scenario, but this is the kind of feeling I'm getting. You know, when you're in like a relationship for a really long time, or just say if you're that's not your case, if you can't imagine that, a marriage that has been like 15 years plus and it's lost the connection. There's no intimacy. Maybe you sleep in different rooms, like the newness is worn off. There's nothing to look forward to. This is the kind of energy your person's bringing to you, and it shouldn't be like that because it's a little too new to be to that level. And you're trying, you still feel the oomph and love and compassion and try to huggy kissy and do fun stuff, and this person isn't bringing that to you anymore. So you're like, what the hell? If we're not on the same page, like, your feelings are, if they are that comfortable to where we're just in a comfortable, boring relationship, I should feel the same way, right? But I don't. I still want their attention. So something's just not sitting well with you, Virgos. That's just one scenario. So you're feeling out of control of the situation because you don't want to go. You don't want to because these cups that are still standing, the connection's still there. They haven't left. They're not cheating. They're not going anywhere. But you're feeling so unfulfilled and so lost, almost like you lost them, but you haven't really lost them. You're like, I still want my emotions. Give me attention. I don't want to have to beg. You're wanting the balance restored in the relationship. You're still wanting this person to try and initiate and be lovey and care. And I feel I'm getting the scenario, Virgo, that you're like listening on other people's quarrels or conversations with their person, and their person's like doing all these sweet things. And you're like, it's just pissing you off even more. Like, I wish my man would do that. Like, this is how a real relationship should be. Like, I'm just kind of getting that vibe. However, saying all of that, I do kind of see for 20% of you it coming back around. But we'll see. Let's get another card. Because of this Nine of Cups, because this is all about, at the end of all this turmoil, because this is not physical, this is not literal what's going to happen. This is all in your head, Virgo. I'm serious. This is not something that's going to happen. All of my readings have been like literally stuff that's going to happen, but this is all in your head. This is all about you thinking and dreaming about walking away, but you don't want to. You just want this person's attention. And then overall theme and overall reality of the situation is going to be the Nine of Cups. Your wish is coming true. That's why I think is going to come back in good stances for you. So let's go ahead and get a finality card of the retrograde. And a lot of cards. Really, I'd be here all day. I love you guys, but I gotta feed my baby at some point. Okay. Why? Avoiding a disaster. Okay. One more. Okay. I get it. Four of Cups reversed. So this is good. This is okay. Nothing bad is going to happen. If that's what you feel like has been brewing, it's all in your head. You're not going to leave. They're not going to leave you. You're going to avoid a disaster, avoid a break, avoid a heartbreak, avoid you guys moving into separate houses and a big, big blowout. It's going to be avoided, okay? Because you're going to communicate your emotions in some form or fashion of you feeling unfulfilled and no longer being able to handle it. Something has got to change, is what you're saying. And this is unfulfilled. This is you being fulfilled once again emotionally. Okay? So you're deciding to actually speak up. You've been bottling it up for 4+ months, and now you're actually speaking on it. And it's like you wave this magic wand, like her fairy godmother right here. You decided to be your own damn fairy godmother and wave the wand around you and change your reality. And this is what comes of it. Oh, okay, babe, I didn't know you felt that way. They're going to give you a little hesitation. They're going to give you a left brain answer like, what are you talking about? We spend all the time in the world together. I'm right here. No, you got to push further than that. You know that's going to be the normal response. You got to push further. And you will. And you'll get your wish fulfillment. You guys will be happy again. They'll be trying more. And you'll be trying more to get on their level. And they're yours. Okay? So I feel like this retrograde is an end of you being stuck in turmoil in your mind and your throat chakra being cleared, and you actually speaking up right here through your throat chakra, and to help and getting things that you want. And here's another side tip. This is going to enhance your outcome tenfold if you actually go do some throat chakra exercises, like embarrassing yoga where they're screaming and yelling, going, like, yeah, you're going to have to do that because your throat chakra, I can tell, has been blocked for a long ass time. And that's one of your lessons through this retrograde is your throat chakra. So take my advice or don't. I'm just telling you it is going to help you. Okay. So let's get some words of advice for you guys, Virgo. Consult an expert. Duh, you're here. I'm just kidding. Expert can be yourself. It can be going and hanging out by the water or whatever naturally is a therapeutic atmosphere for you. Mine is water. That's why I always use that example. But if it's being by yourself, if it's going shopping, whatever it is, consult an expert. And to me, this is screaming that it's you. If it's not, seek a psychic, seek a friend, seek a family member. Whatever you have to do, this is going to help you because this person is going to give you an outside perspective because you're so stuck in your head. And this is your karmic lesson in this retrograde of getting out of your head because we're not always the best advice givers. Like, I can't read for myself. You know why? Because my energy is too involved. Meaning, I can, if I'm feeling a certain way, the cards will fall out the way that I'm envisioning it because my energy is in it. That's why I have to have an outsider do it. If you ever wonder if readers can read for themselves, no. I mean, I guess you could. I do it on certain situations. But all it is your inner self, your intuition telling you what your higher self really thinks. And sometimes when your energy and your emotions are too overloaded in it, you're not going to get an accurate reading. That's why readers have to take breaks. Okay. Again, this goes hand in hand with consult an expert and see the water. Stillness is what you got for the next advice. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. So I told you, go meditate, go by yourself. I really think you're going to be the one that gives yourself all the answers. So go do the damn thing and you'll figure it all out. Okay? Moving on. Have a happy 4th, Virgos. Now I will start my shuffle. Anybody new on the channel or just new coming into the live, say hey, what's up? Tell me your sign and where you're coming from in this world. I love connecting with people. I have a lot of subscribers that I call friends. So I would love to get to know you. Check out my special. I posted it on my YouTube. Click the link. Check out my website. Got a lot of new cool stuff I'm very excited about. Been working on it for a while. Okay, so last but not least, for the sign of Capricorn, I see a lot of communication coming in for you guys. Back and forth communication. Hey, Christy, Leo. Good night. How are you tonight, Christy? You have plans for the 4th? Does anybody have plans for the 4th? I wish I could say I'm like grilling and living it up and swimming, but in reality, I'll be cleaning my pool, getting it ready, probably mowing, and then hit a fireworks show at the end of the night. But I wish I was barbecuing. That's my favorite thing to do. I really wanted to go to my parents', but I started a new gig during the week, and I've got to be home for it, so. Okay. Also, if you're just joining, I will be doing the regular Zodiac readings, following up after the lives and uploading them, and a twin flame. Check out my special. Got a lot of new stuff on my website. Not a lot of new stuff, but a few things that I'm really excited about. All right. You're spending time with family. I know, feeling weird. I know. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, right? So here we go. Capricorns, 42 minutes, 23 seconds. What's coming up for Capricorn for the retrograde? Capricorns are my sexual deviants. I don't know why I associate that with Capricorns. Funny, I should say that in this pop out. We have the Queen of Wands, a very passionate feminine energy. If any of you guys are mothers out there, I would really recommend the Mom Astrology. Me and my baby girl, we love books, and we went to a bookstore today. And I ran upon this Mom Astrology. It was so cool. So cool. Queen of Swords, 2 queens. Damn, somebody is being a boss right now. Okay. Page of Cups. That makes me want to text my Capricorn friend and be like, what is going on, yo? What is going on with you? I don't know. That was too uncertain. Okay, let me focus. Okay, this one popped out. And the death card. Just a second. Yes, ma'am. Go in there. I told you I'll be out in a minute. Almost done. Be there in a sec. The lives are lives for a reason. Okay, so funny that a Leo's on here because we got the Leo energy. We have the strength pulling out for you, Virgos. You're trying to find strength in this retrograde. You're pulling out your inner strength. You're taming the lion, and you're going in and putting your hand in the mouth of the beast and being so damn fearless in the process. This is a person that runs with lions. Hey, Amber. This is a person that runs with lions and is so fearless in the process that they tame the lion. It's like they speak lion. Okay? So I didn't want to say this in front of my kid because she'd be like, what was that? But the last card you pulled was the Death card. Three of Summer, or Three of Cups. Three of Emotions. That can be taken good or bad, so let me pull one more. The Emperor, Aries energy. Okay. So, Capricorns. Okay, so you're the first person, ironically, in this retrograde readings that I feel like someone is coming back from the past, a relationship, an emotional connection that had you very bogged down. It made you get on this level, Capricorn, where you had to be a complete and utter cold-hearted bitch or ass. Like, hardcore. And I feel like it's because so many emotions have been up and down and messed with that you're like, okay, at first I was giving this person the benefit of the doubt because we've had so much history, we've had so much love in between us, we've had so much everything that I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. Now I realize that they're just messing with me to mess with me. Not mess with me in like a, haha, I got you, but like messing with my emotions, messing with my head, and not caring how bad it hurts me. And they know, they've seen me, we've known each other long enough, we've been in a relationship long enough that they know how bad this affects me. And when I go to work, I can't focus, that I sit alone at night and cry. Like, I see you just being so pissed off at this person that it's turning into hatred. It's turning into really mean malice energy. And you're having to finally be cold with this person, Capricorn. And this person, sadly enough, was your everything. They were your passionate person that knew what they wanted, was very vocal about it. If they wanted sex, they would come jump on you and take you. And you loved that about them. And they were sexy and they had a good body. They were your 10. They were your 11. They were your dime piece. They hit every check mark that you had on your list. And on top of that, they were a motherly figure. They had their shit together. They had an awesome career. They took care of the household, took care of the kids, took care of the trash. You were away at work for weeks on end, and they took care of everything and then some. And still sent you baskets and still sent you, gifts and stuff while you're away. They were your everything. And so I feel like with this, it ran its course, sadly enough, and it killed both of you, but it killed you even more, Capricorns. And every time you guys try to separate, you try to use logic, you try to get away from this person, you try to say, this is not good, just please help me get away from this person, just please. I love them. They're my weakness. If they come back, I won't be able to, you know what I mean? I won't be able to push them away. I won't be able to block them. Just something help me. I need to put an ending to the situation because when they go crazy, they go crazy. Not in a way of like, I'm going to kill you, murder you, but like on a whim, they say they can handle the distance. They say they can handle this, this, and that. And then they really can't. So they put on a facade for you because they love you and you love them. So they try to create this false reality that they're okay with all of this. And then in just one flash of a moment, they become unstable in their head. They become sad that you're not there, or they become pissed off at the, the way your lives are, that you can't be together, or just something creates some sort of upset in their world, in their mind. And it makes them just go batshit. It makes them say, I'm done, like just out of the blue, I'm done. I don't want to do this. Like, delete me and blocks you and like silly stuff like that, And then they come back about a week to a month later and apologize, and you go back and you guys celebrate and you're all good, but you don't know when they're going to bring that traumatizing effect that you have to go through, like withdrawal and detox again of this person not answering you and leaving you, and the pain and the suffering, right? So I feel like this is you. No, this is them. I'm getting to you, but this is them offering an apology, coming back after they've been hard and cold and cut off. And I feel like this time they hurt you on an even deeper level. They said something like, I went out and was with someone else and blah, 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 blah. Anything to hurt you. Anything to make you do what they wanted you to do. And this hurts you on such a deep level that you are like, now they're coming back and offering an apology, offering love. I love you. Please don't end this. And you're being cold-hearted, cutthroat. I'm the emperor now. I've seen you and all that you do. I see you're good and you're bad and you're ugly. And I love you. But people that love me don't do this to me. I cherish you and I will forever, but I've got to stand strong and end this cycle. I've got to put a death to this situation and disconnect you and cut the cord. And sadly enough, Capricorn, I don't see this being the ending for you guys. I feel like they're going to inch their way in one more time. And again, it's not that they have bad intentions. It really is because they love you so much. They just haven't grown enough to let you go and realize what is healthy for you both. I don't ever think majority of people have bad intentions. It's just that emotions that they haven't matured enough to handle. So they go back and do toxic things because they get scared and they don't want to lose you. Okay? So they have good intentions, but I feel like you guys are going to have one more go around. But as of now, you're being very cold and cutting and like, leave me alone. And this time you're cutting them off. And it's not because you don't love them, it's because they are killing you slowly. One final card. Whoa, that popped out. Queen of Pentacles. 3 freaking queens. I'm not kidding. You are cutting them off. Hey. Oh, thank you. So this Queen of Pentacles is creating their own stability, Capricorn. You're like, nope, I'm good here. I'm on my own. You're communicating this towards them. And you're actually being cool, calm, and collective and kosher and nice. And you shouldn't even be with the way that they've been in and out and, abandoning you. But you're doing it with kindness. But you have 3 queens. Like, you are being so decisive with this person that finally it's over for good and you're drawing the line. Again, you're going to let this person in one last time. However, it's going to be short-lived because you're already going to know. And you're not going to put in that much effort. but they beg you enough that you're like, okay, I love this person. I know what they've went through in life. I'm going to see if they have it in them. But you already know. So you're not putting that much emotion into it, per se. There is something better for you. And it's going to take you a long time to get over. I hate to say, but I'm seeing about 6 years until you get really over this. Because you guys were together for a long time. But you'll grow in the process and be where you're meant to be. So it is what it is. Let's get some advice for the Caps. Helpful person yet again. You have helpful people all around you. I feel like people at your workplace are going to help you and give you advice because they see your sadness. They keep seeing you indulging in this toxic situation. They're going to be like, look, man, move on. It's not like they're going to put it in a way that's so cut and dry that you're going to be like, yeah, it pretty much is cut and dry, isn't it? They're going to make you feel not so crazy. They're like, damn, dude, she is hot, but no. Like, no. One more for the Capricorns. Watch your thoughts. Keep them positive. Everything you're thinking of, you're actually manifesting. Start a friendship. You're going to meet somebody online. I'm getting online. Because you're working away. You don't have time for an actual relationship or to meet anybody. I feel like you may be in the oil industry where you stay gone for long periods of a time and like bunks with males and other people that you don't get out a lot. So you're going to start off with a friendship, and this is actually a new soulmate relationship coming in for you. Take it slow. It's going to be hard for you to get rid of this other person in your energy, okay? But good things are coming to you. There's a new romance spiraling. And it's starting off slow, but it's here for you and it's coming now. So get ready. Once you decide to cut this person off, it's going to be coming in. And it's going to be very new, very pure, and untainted. Okay? Oh, thank you. God, I love you guys. You're so sweet. I've been telling you guys I have new updated stuff on my website. I am going to be doing the Zodiacs and the Twin Flame July readings. This was just a retrograde live reading that I'm doing. Okay, so for you Capricorns, we have prudence. This goes pretty well, resonates pretty well with your reading. It says, don't be lured by the siren song. Don't be lured by your person singing the same sing-song of their usual thing, their usual tactic, their usual, I love you, you know, this is just me, I'm sorry, la la la. You're outgrowing it and you feel it and you know it. So just do it. Don't be lured by it. Don't be lured by the same sing-song. Be a prude. Be a prude. Don't talk. Leave it be. Okay, guys. That's it for the lives. And I will start next on the Twin Flame reading for July. Don't forget about my special. And then I will see you guys for the rest of the readings for the Zodiac signs for the month of July. I love you guys. Namaste. And may peace be with you. Bye.